Welcome to another edition of Top Beer, spelled the German way for copyright reasons. So today, not joined by Connor, he's busy, just Mike and me. And today we're mixing it up a bit. We are going to be drinking the classic Bavarian Weihenstephaner Helles against Portland's own Zoigelhaus, which is a microbrewery that specializes in German-style beer. We're going to do their Helles and see how it matches up. So, let's get after it.
Heck yeah.
Starting, of course, with the Weihenstephaner. Oh, yeah. Definitely a good amount of carbonation, I'm just guessing right away. Okay, I don't think these are half liters. They probably will not fit in our pint glasses because we've got limp dick American pint glasses.
So pretty.
The English have the best pints. Their pints are 20 ounces, I think, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, that's a lot of carbonation.
Oh my god, yeah, no, it's a lot, and it smells like right off the bat. I'm getting almost like a cidery kind of smell to it. Are you picking up on that at all?
It smells vaguely beer flavored. You know my sense of smell is dog shit.
That's true, yeah. Right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers indeed. That tastes German. I'll tell you that.
It's very rich, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's not much in the way of hops.
No.
Just a little bit there.
A little bit.
But not much. Very rich and malty.
It's very malty. It's giving me like immediate flashback to the Paulaner? Paulana? How do you say that?
Paulana?
Paulana. Yeah, that episode that I don't know if we even aired that, but yeah.
I don't know. I don't think we did. I think we just...
Yeah. We got pretty sloppy on that episode.
Yeah,
so.
No, when we did the Oktoberfest special that we never posted because we both got hammered.
We were drinking liters of it. I mean, that's about.
Well, you can do that again.
Yeah, definitely.
But just not several of them.
No, fair. But it's definitely giving me that same kind of flavor profile.
Oh yeah,
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, very tasty.
Well, this is the thing. This is like a lager over there.
Okay.
This is what their lagers are bringing to the table.
Well, I'm jealous, definitely, because this is like.
It's if you're used to the lighter American beer, these are just so much. I would be curious as to just how much higher the grain bill is. Just how much more grain goes in to the same quantity of the same volume of water.
You can taste it. I mean, it's an immediate, like, noticeable.
It's pretty dense, right?
It's super dense. It almost leaves like it has like a mouthfeel almost, like afterwards. Like it's got like it's
that's what they call like full body.
Yeah. Oh
right?
yeah. No, that's good. Oh man, very very flavorful. Yeah, and I mean like we were just drinking the red can from Hopworks, and that's like a good light beer, but has nowhere near as much flavor as this. I mean that's like, and this. I mean I don't know if I'd even call this a light beer.
Well, it is in Germany.
Technically, I mean, yeah.
Well, so here's the thing with Helles. I guess I might as well jump straight into the informational bit. So, first of all, this is fun. Weihenstephaner is the oldest brewery still brewing today. There's records date all the way back to 1040, which is old as shit.
That's insane.
Yeah, that makes this brewery damn near as old as the active president of the United States.
Dude,
it's almost as old as that guy.
It's close.
Yeah.
It's close, yeah.
So yeah, it's the oldest brewery, which is cool. It was owned by Bavarian royalty for a long time. I think it was originally like a monastery brewery.
Okay.
And then it was owned by the Bavarian royalty. And now it's just owned and operated by the state of Bavaria. So, which I think is a good thing.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it cuts out all the bullshit. I'm sure it's just
less of just like a capitalist endeavor and more of a state-run. We're going to do this right thing.
I want to be proud of it.
Yeah, so
for sure.
And so a Helles. What is a Helles? It is a German-style lager, and it's a Bavarian style specifically.
Okay.
But it's literally just. Are you familiar at all with the Dunkel?
I believe we've had that.
That dark red Well, I mean, it varies in color, but that
Red.
darker colored. Also a lager, but you know, it's got some like roasted malts going on and whatnot.
It was definitely flavorful.
And dunkel literally means dark, and Helles, hell literally means bright.
Okay.
So it's just the opposite of dunkel. So this is, as you can tell by the beer, no roasted malt whatsoever. It is a very gold pale beer.
I mean,
it probably would look just like any American beer, with the exception of the head retention is impressive.
I mean, yeah.
For a pale, we haven't had a pale beer with this level of head retention for a while.
It's putting rings on that.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
But yeah, from color, like this could be a Budweiser or something.
Oh, I mean, you can.
It's so light. It's so light in color.
Yeah.
But incredibly rich.
No, it's. I mean, yeah. But if you put this beer in front of me, I would not expect it to taste anything like this. Like from the smell, because I smelled it immediately. From the smell, I could kind of tell it was going to have that very like grainy, like like not grainy texture, but flavorful graininess. But yeah, I mean, just from looks alone, I would never expect it to be that flavorful. I mean, it's.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's definitely got like a significant amount of like malty sweetness going on.
Definitely.
But it's not harsh in any way.
No, it's balanced really well. No, it's incredibly drinkable. I mean, like,
well, this is also where the lager style of beer comes into its own. Is that long cold fermentation process mellows out the flavors.
Okay.
So if you're doing like an ale that's going to be very strong in flavor anyhow, you might not notice it, but with something like this, because you notice you drink it, it's very rich and it's flavorful, but mellow, right?
Yeah,
like there's nothing harsh about it. It's and that's why they started doing this lager style in the first place, which was also invented in Bavaria, actually.
Bavaria. I mean, they know what they're doing.
They do know what they're doing.
But no, delicious. I mean, seriously, so tasty.
I'm trying to. Now I'm once again having a little bit of a hard time actually describing what the flavor is.
Yeah, I mean, definitely malty sweetness for sure. Hit that. Grainy. I mean, like I don't really know how to say like wheaty. I feel like I use that word a lot. But it's definitely got like maybe barley is more what I'm.
Well, this is a barley malt.
Yeah, barley.
There's no wheat involved in this one.
Wheat reminiscent, but barley is basically it's a grain.
What about bready?
Bready, yeah.
Is that?
I suppose. Well, yeah. But barley. I mean, yeah, barley is definitely noticeable. Barley.
Well, no, like bready is a good flavor profile to use because I mean, there's from barley malt you get so many different flavors in the beer.
Yeah.
So
bready, and I'm still like I swear when I first smelled it, I was getting like apple cider notes for sure. Like that was like the first. Like my brain immediately went to that. So obviously, I'm sure there's no apples.
I can't smell, so I'm not sure.
But yeah, I swear I was getting a little bit.
I don't have COVID. I've just always not been able to smell a damn thing. It's weird.
No, it happens. But yeah, well, and I was reading this. I don't know if
What were you reading?
Protected geographical indication. Bayerisches beer?
Where?
Right there.
Oh, that just says Bayerisches Bier, Bavarian beer.
Oh, okay. So, okay, that's just showing that it's from Bavaria. Okay, that makes sense. Interesting.
Oh yeah, this is how pretentious the Bavarians are.
Yeah.
The rest of the country on their beers say Deutsche Reinheitsgebot.
Okay.
The Reinheitsgebot is the German purity law. Uh-huh. You know what the Bavarian breweries say? Bayerische Reinheitsgebot. It's the same thing,
but they're just like,
but
it's from fucking Bavaria.
Yeah, it's even better. It's the Bavarian purity law. It's
fantastic.
Yeah, no, it really is Germany's Texas.
That's so great. Yeah,
well, it's also you know, as I was saying earlier, when Europeans think of America, they just jump straight to Texas. Like when I was over in Germany, I had all these guys going like, "You must be a badass at barbecuing, right?" And I was like, "No, not me.
Yeah, that's Texas.
You're thinking of the South. Yeah. They're the barbecue guys." And so it's the Europeans. They think of America. They think Texas. And if you've ever been to like a traditional German restaurant here, they just take the Bavaria and they turn it up to 11.
Okay, so it's kind of like that little exchange. Okay,
yeah, no, it's so, you know, what the rest of the country thinks of Germany, they're thinking of Bavaria.
All right,
yeah,
that's fair.
And they do the same thing too. There was the last town I lived in Germany, there was an American diner.
Yeah.
But it was so over the top. I was in there, I was like, yeah, no American diner looks like this. You guys have gone way too hard with the American bullshit.
Just American flags everywhere.
No, it wasn't that. It was like American flags everywhere. But they just had... it's just the decorations were over the top. They had like a bar thing by their beer garden that was an Airstream trailer.
Oh.
No, I mean, I love the place. It was great.
Fantastic.
But it was just loaded with the most absurd, like, random American nonsense. They just had the diner thing, just like we do here. Yeah. We start a German restaurant. What do? Turn the Bavaria up to 11.
Everyone.
And over there, it's like they started an American diner. What do they do? Yeah. Just turn the whole diner thing up to 11. You go in there as an American, you're like, yeah, no diner I've ever been to looks like this. This is so over the top.
Where's
their chicken wings were incredible though.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, no, they were on top of it.
No, that's fantastic. It's like, where's the waitress where you can hear that she smokes a pack of cigarettes a day? Where's that? That is, if you want to be traditional American diner, I need a lady who is on the verge of throat cancer taking my order. God damn it! Yeah, no, that's fantastic though. I want to go there.
Oh yeah, no, it's a great place. They also had like their version of an American lager, like a house brewed lager.
I'm sure it was still way better than anything we have. I mean,
it wasn't as flavorful as this, but yeah, it was like way more flavorful. It was like somewhere between this and American lager we know, but it was exceptionally drinkable.
Okay,
and it was perfect for bottomless chicken wing night.
Oh, I can imagine. That sounds dangerous. That sounds fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Wow.
The shits the next day, though.
Oh, I'm sure
they were bad.
Horrendous. Yeah, I'm sure. But hey.
And they weren't even that spicy, because it's Europe. And I don't know if you know anything about Northern Europe, but they don't really do spice.
Oh, dial it
apart from mustard, I guess.
Man, I swear to God, when I lived in France, like, the biggest thing was there was no Mexican food. That was, like, my biggest issue. I was so upset, and I was like, I had to like make my own fucking Mexican food.
There was a restaurant in the first town I lived in, a relatively small town called Oldenburg, close to Bremen, and so it's a stone's throw from the North City, like a 40-minute drive, if that even. And they had a restaurant that was called El Chico the Mex-Italian. It was a Mexican-Italian combination restaurant.
El Chico the Mex-Italian.
I had it once because I had to. And it tasted exactly what you think it tastes like.
Horrendous or no? Yeah,
you could eat it, but it was just such an atrocity to both cultures.
I would never think of that.
When you hear the restaurant name El Chico the Mex-Italian, that's what their food tastes like. Whatever you're picturing in your head, that's exactly what they brought to the table.
Spot on. Yeah, no, that's fucking fantastic. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Real quick, let me pause for a sec so I can see what the fuck just happened. No, we don't have to pause, but yeah, because I definitely.
I will pause because we're like 14 minutes in. Don't worry about it. We're fine.
Yay! But yeah,
but just based on how long it's taken us to drink these, how great this is a beer, right? I like the German sizes. Just a half liter is one beer.
That's a beer. Yeah, that's what it should be. Honestly.
And that's also a great serving size, because if you went somewhere and this was the only beer you were going to drink before moving on,
solid.
Yeah. It's like a 12 ounce is just gone.
It's immediate.
You pick it up and you set it down. Oh wait, there it goes. It's already gone.
Yeah.
And then the American pint is a little bit under. It's that 0.9 fluid ounces that really
it makes a difference.
Yes,
that's what makes it German. No, it's yeah. And I mean, just so much flavor. I mean, like, I don't mean to keep coming back to that, but I mean, it is so flavorful and not in an overwhelming or shitty way. I mean, it's just well balanced and flavorful.
So it's very rich and malty. As far as picking out actual flavors, like what am I tasting?
Yeah.
What I'm getting, and you're better at tasting stuff than I am. We've kind of established that over the last couple episodes, but I'm getting like a bready flavor.
Definitely.
And I would say like a little bit of honey.
Honey is a good... Okay, so maybe that's the cidery...
Like a combination of the two.
The cidery bit that I was saying.
It's bready, and then it's got a sweetness that, especially on the aftertaste, like take a drink, and then wait.
No, definitely.
Almost like honey, isn't it?
It definitely has a little bit, yeah. So for sure, that sweetness to it. But yeah, just like that barley, bready flavor to it. But superbly drinkable. I mean, this is fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just good summer beer, for sure.
Oh, yeah, that's... Like, this is the stuff... Amazing. This is the stuff you drink out of a Moss.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, this... Yeah, a liter of this would be gone so quickly.
Yeah. By the way, these weren't that bad. I mean, I got 4 half-liters for... they came out to like $10.
Yeah, that's not... Yeah.
That's not so bad. I mean, you're basically looking at craft beer prices. You might as well be getting this.
And to think that, I mean, a Moss, like a liter, if someone said, hey, this is $5, I'd be like, okay, that's the price of any local... Less than any local pints in Portland.
Oh, yeah.
Like, holy shit. Yeah, so that's fantastic. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, you know what? I stand by my original statement there. There's a lot of like inherent breadiness to it, but there's just a hint of honey. That's what I want to say as far as because there is that sweetness that's definitely there from the fat amount of grain they must have piled into this thing.
Insane, yeah.
Oh yeah, they did not hold back.
Well, and like you said, that fucking head retention is amazing. I mean, like, it is still, I mean, like, leaving noticeable bubbles on the side of the glass, and it's at the very bottom. I mean, like, that's solid.
Did you ever see the commercial for, it was a spoof commercial, but for Old Thick?
Old Thick.
Yeah, they were making fun of, like, light beers and whatnot. They're like, Old Thick. It's 1,200 calories per can. It comes from an old German recipe and uses... I forget what their figures they threw out were, but yeah, each can uses a pound of barley malt.
I'm fucking sure. Yeah, that's what this tastes like. It tastes like it has about a pound.
It's the fork and knife beer for a meat and potatoes kind of guy.
You gotta chew it. That's fucking amazing.
Old Thick is like an old friend, and like an old friend, it sits with you for a while.
That is fantastic.
And then at the end of every like joke, Old Thick commercial, Old Thick and Old Thick Heavy.
If it wasn't thick enough in the first place. Yeah, that's fucking great. But yeah, delicious. Digging it. That's going to be some tough competition.
Oh yeah, let's see how the Zoigelhaus holds up.
Absolutely. Yes, I'm stoked.
And we're back. And now we are going to try out the Zoigelhaus Helles.
Zoigelhaus.
Oh, here, let me actually, you know what? You're way better at it. Why don't you read off the can?
The Bavarian Helles lager became popular in response to the rise of the Pilsner beer in the mid-19th century. Hell is a German adjective describing the lightness in color, not in flavor of this classic beer style. Brewed with 100% German Pilsner malt, our Zoigelhaus combines a clean, crisp malt background with a subtle note of spicy German hops. It has an elegant simplicity alongside its ultimate drinkability. Prost!
Let's put it to the test.
Yes.
By the way, hell does not mean light. Hell actually means bright.
Okay. Well, that makes me feel better.
So everyone's getting it wrong, but basically it's the opposite of dark. That's what's important. That's why they have a dunkel and a helles.
So I'm going to a nice bright place when I die.
If you're drinking this. Yes.
Okay. Alright, good shit.
It's, yeah, like a Viking... Like, isn't that the Viking thing? If you go to Valhalla, you need to be holding your weapon.
Oh, you're supposed to die in battle. You have to die in battle. Yeah.
Not necessarily,
really?
but if you're like, they have to like...
That's why. Okay.
Yeah, take your corpse, put the weapon around it, and whatnot. Or you can die in battle. But
yeah, I mean,
you need to be holding a Helles as they lay you to rest, and then you go to a bright place.
Prost.
All right, see how these guys do.
Same head situation for sure. I mean, I also kind of fucked up my pour. Okay, so
definitely carbonated.
First thing I'm noticing right off the bat, way hazier and less carbonation.
Less
carbonation for sure, because the was it Weihenstephaner that had streams of bubbles going up the side. This has like a couple. Also a little bit less of a smell. But
yeah, I can't tell.
Yeah, we'll see. Completely different flavor. Good.
Probably lighter. Definitely lighter beer.
Lighter, but at the same time, a little bit more bitter. Is the first.
I think they got more hops.
First thing that I'm noticing,
which is not surprising in Oregon. Of course, they put a little more hops in.
Someone tasted it and they were like, "More hops." They
come on,
yeah, they just dumped the whole thing in there.
No. I mean, it's very, very, very light on hops. It's just with the other one, the hops were hardly noticeable. Yeah. I mean, it was all. That is a malt-forward beer. The Weihenstephaner.
Sprinkling of hops.
Oh yeah.
But are you seeing what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like the other one, I could literally see my fingerprint through the.
No, yeah, there's some haze.
There's some haze in this one. Super hazy, yeah. Not super, but compared to that, I mean, that was like crystal clear with like a little bit of.
Although you know what, as I'm drinking it, I'm seeing some similarities. It's pretty. It's not as rich as the German one, but it is pretty rich.
It's definitely rich.
I think if you drank this against the Red Can or the Session, it would blow it out of the water as far as just richness.
Flavor, for sure. Richness, yeah.
Just like the full body and then malty character. Like, there's definitely... It's not as... They didn't go as hard as the Germans on this one, but...
Yeah. Still...
Like, it's definitely...
For a lighter beer, it's definitely very, very...
But remember, as they said in the description... That only applies to the color.
True. Not the flavor.
Yes.
Okay. No, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, like, I'm getting more of a bitter, almost like can.
You always go to can
flavor. Well, I didn't get it with this, and this was shipped from fucking Bavaria. So this was brewed within,
what can
a stone's
like
throw
I'm not
in my
picking
apartment.
up a can flavor.
I don't know what it is then. It's like a slight metallicness.
I mean,
maybe I'm just having a stroke, but is my face?
How's your left arm?
No,
is it no?
We're good. Yeah. No,
wait, which arm is the one for heart? It's the left, isn't it? Isn't your heart vaguely to the left?
Let's find
out. It's not like right in the middle.
Let's find out. Cut me.
I don't know. You always say the can flavor, and I always disagree with you. But then again, as we've established, you are better at tasting subtle notes of beer than I am.
It's starting to go away, so maybe it was just the very beginning of it, or maybe I'm just...
Well, maybe it's just other flavors that you think are can flavors, but it's coming from other shit.
My brain's immediately just like, it's can.
Yeah. I came out of a can. I can taste the can.
I can taste it. God damn it.
Why do we do that in like a kind of redneck accent?
It's just my go-to accent.
It's the only one you're good at.
God damn it. Yeah.
We're not talented. That's all we got.
Yeah. Fucking can. But yeah, it is a little bit higher alcohol. 4.8 versus 5%. So still super light. As far as alcohol.
I mean, that's pretty much the standard beer alcohol content is 5%.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, the Bavarian one's only 4.
4.8.
4.8.
And this one, the Zoigelhaus won the Oregon Beer Awards gold medal in 2021. So that's something.
It's impressive. Well, I've been to their brewery. And I've tried a bunch of their stuff. Their stuff is great.
No, I believe
they also do a North German style Pilsner. It's pretty damn good.
Okay. Heck yeah, we'll have to try that.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, like, I'm not trying to talk shit. It's really good. But just compared to, like, the OG. I mean, like OG. I mean, like this is like the oldest. I mean, I've never heard of a brewery. I mean,
well, yeah, but they existed. This brewery existed hundreds of years before they started doing this style of beer.
Oh, okay,
right.
All right.
The lager style came around in the 1700s.
Okay. I mean, still,
that's when it came. It's the lager style of beer, the most popular style of beer in the world. Really, not that old in the grand scheme of things.
I mean, hey, you're doing something right. Oh, and these guys were established in 2015, so they're only like 7 years old.
Yeah.
Damn. The comparison. I mean, but they're doing great. I mean, it's good. It's great. I mean, it's a good.
Well, it's also great because we live in a city overwhelmed with IPAs.
I mean, yeah.
And so any brewery and they do IPAs too. They've got a couple of them as well. Mm. But any brewery that's bringing other stuff to and more importantly, bringing the old European styles to the table. It's
impressive. No,
because
respect.
When I'm at a brewery and all they've got is IPAs, it's always like sometimes they're good, but sometimes you're just like, I don't want to hop bomb right now. Like, I want to just I want a classic style of beer. Give me like a red ale or a pilsner or a fucking a Helles. Give me any of them. I'll take any of them.
If I'm getting food with it, I want to be able to actually like taste the food, not just be like overwhelmed.
How's your ribeye? It's like cardboard. It's like, I had an IPA.
I had a double IPA.
Yeah.
Fucking Jesus Christ. Yeah.
All I can taste is hops.
Yeah, that's literally it. Yeah. You could have. Yeah. And no, it's good. The can taste is subsiding. I'm not getting it.
I don't even know what he's on about.
Well,
if you're a super taster, right, one of these cans, maybe there's a can flavor. If you're a normal person who just likes to drink beer in excessive quantities, then you're not going to notice.
Well, excessive is such a relative
term.
I mean,
we'd be weak-ass little bitches in Germany.
Exactly.
We really would.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, I'm sure. I would get drunk under the table every night.
Yeah, don't even try to compete.
No,
I was there for about 5 years, and the whole time, it kind of felt like being a redshirt freshman who was trying desperately to compete with these proper athletes. Mm-hmm. But at a certain point, I just had to be honest with myself and realize that if I keep going, I'm just going to get hurt.
Oh, yeah.
It's time to walk away from the table here. I'm never going to be at this level.
Sometimes
it's just not going to happen.
Go back to your, what do they say? Your Smirnoff ices. Go back to, I forget what the first part
You're talking about the beer fest, right?
Beer fest.
The beer fest movie. Oh yeah, when they do the first drinking against the two big guys. I remember my first beer.
Let me put a nipple on that for you. Yeah. Oh my god.
That's a funny movie.
That's so great.
I wonder what Germans would think of that.
Oh, I'm sure they'd. I hope they'd love it. Well, they do get beat in the end, but I mean, hey, But
it's an American movie. Faster.
They did.
It's just the guy fucked up and the drop came. I think they would appreciate that because Germans would be like, "No, that is correct."
Yeah, no, they did.
We don't fuck with leaving that like respite of foam there. You drink all of it.
It was on a technicality, but they did win. Yeah. Good God.
Well, the more I drink, the more I think this is a similar, hoppier, but very similar flavor.
No, it is. I think that, the main thing, definitely more hops, but the undertones of that, like, bready, barley flavor is definitely still
I almost want to go with honey again. Honey. For the sweetness. There's a little, like, honey reminiscent flavor.
There's a bit of a honey.
It's very light, very light. It's mostly the malty sweetness I'm describing. I'm just trying to think of actual flavors to describe it, which has never been my strong suit. But
I mean, I'm not good with words either, so we're good. But yeah, no, it's similar. I'll give them credit. It is definitely similar, but they kind of put their own twist on it. If it was exactly the same, that would kind of be a cop out, I guess. So I mean, like, it's
not really
not a cop out, but I mean, like,
no, if it was exactly the same, I'd be thrilled.
I mean, yeah, I guess no, that's true.
Like if I was trying to replicate a German beer and it tasted just like the German beer, it'd be like, fuck yeah, we did it, boys. This is what we're doing. We're not changing the recipe.
If it was a blind taste test, it was exactly the same. Yeah, no, that would be one thing. But no, it's good. I mean, it's good. It's not bad.
That's better than not bad.
Yeah,
It's very good.
it's very good.
I'm going to say it right now, we've yet to do our back-to-back. I don't think it's going to win. Already, I don't think it's going to win. I mean, we'll see when we're drinking them at the same time. We'll save our judgments, but
It's a strong contender, though. I'll give you, yeah.
well, it is in its own right just a very good beer.
No, it's tasty. Yeah, yeah. If it weren't for the back-to-back, I would definitely. I mean, yeah. If someone told me this is what German beer tasted like, I would take them at their word. Yeah, it's definitely noticeably different.
That's pretty close. It's just not as rich. They just didn't go as hard.
Yeah, they didn't put that extra scoop of barley in there. Or that extra truck.
Probably extra bag.
Bag, yeah.
So think of a bag of Quikrete, except it's full of barley, and that's the extra. Depending on the volume of the brew, of course, because that might be a minuscule amount
Right.
on a large production brewery.
Yeah.
Ugh, Jesus. I noticed, though, carbonation, both these beers. That's something I noticed in Germany. They do carbonate beers pretty heavily. And it's the carbonated beers you're always burping and whatnot because you got all that gas in your stomach.
Oh, yeah.
Not necessarily a bad thing, but that's like English-style ales and whatnot, and Irish ales and like the Irish red. Those are so easy to just pound fucking dozens of them because they're not very carbonated.
No.
They're carbonated enough, but they're not as carbonated, and so they just sit better, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't like fill you with carbonation. Yeah, and I mean, still, good head retention, not quite as
you know
much,
what?
But I mean, it's there.
Both of these guys, look, we're at the bottom of our beer now.
Yeah, it's there.
And we still have a full head. Yeah, there's no break in the foam. I have a full head at the bottom of my glass.
Yeah.
So,
I got a little tiny break,
both of these, taking the cake for, although, it doesn't have, like, the thing coming down the sides. So I guess the Weihenstephaner is still beating it in head retention.
A little bit.
But both of these are the first pale beers we've had that have a head down to the bottom of the glass.
And considering the 300-odd year lead that these guys had, I mean, that's impressive. I mean,
What do you mean 300?
Well, you said
1040?
You said it's 1700s is when the Pilsner, or the Lager.
The Pilsner was 1800s.
1800s, okay.
Yeah. No, but it was like 1700s for the lager. Yeah, lager style is pretty new.
But yeah, no, 1040.
Yeah, both very impressive beers, I'm going to say.
When we're 46, we're going to have to drink these because it'll be their 1000th anniversary.
Fuck yeah.
That's fucking amazing.
If we're alive.
Yeah. Or no, 44.
44. I think we can make it.
I think we can do
I believe us.
Yeah, even if I'm on live support, bring me a couple of these, and I'll do the fucking beer fest thing. Muzza, I always knew you would outlive. Anyway.
So, there's still some breadiness here.
Definitely.
There's definitely more hops.
For sure.
Like, not a lot. There's not a lot of hops.
Well,
don't think of this as a hop-forward beer. But there's definitely more hops. Like, you notice the hops.
That was, I think, the bitterness that I was noticing at the beginning. I mean, like, for sure. That was like...
Well, that is what hops do.
Exactly. That's
what they're there for.
I said bitterness. I should have said hoppiness because it was definitely...
No. Bitterness is a perfectly fair thing to say. But that is what the hops are there for, is the bitterness. Because otherwise, every beer would be really sweet.
Right. Okay. No, that makes sense.
And... So, there's some breadiness there, just like the other one. Dialed down, though. It's not quite as rich. Not quite as full-bodied. Yeah, that one is fucking hell. You could almost eat that with a spoon.
Straight
right?
up, yeah. Like,
but, definitely more of a hop presence. Very light, but I enjoy it. I think it's a nice addition.
Good. Yeah, no, for what it is.
And I think that's it. You know what? That's good enough. It's trying to sum it up, but let's just get on to the back-to-back.
Back-to-back.
Now it's time for the back-to-back. Let's see what happens.
I waited to crack it.
Indeed. Let's see if I can do this right this time. They are very carbonated. You got to watch out on the pour.
Incredibly carbonated, yeah. probably be a tiny bit less this time because they were a little colder. But
what does that have to do with anything?
well, I feel like there's slightly less.
I was still pouring and I forgot. Oh wait, this is a half liter. It's actually going to overflow if I pour the whole thing.
Oh my god! Oh well, I'm so glad that I have. Wow, that's perfectly at the half liter mark. That's amazing.
Dude. That's why when you go to bars in Germany, they always have the half liter mark on the glasses are bigger too. Like there's a good inch over the half liter mark. Yeah. But they always have the half liter mark, so you know
you're not getting cheated.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, I did get a legitimate half liter of beer.
God damn it! So yeah, side by side. Oh my god, one is. I think you can even. Can you see? Yeah. Oh, you can totally see it on the camera. One is like clear, and one is like foggy. And this is the German one. This is the
Weihenstephan.
The Weihenstephan. The German one. Because I can't be bothered to pronounce that.
Yeah, I think our camera's probably good enough for that. I think you can see.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, all right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, wow, that is perfect.
It's beautiful, yeah. Cheers. All right. Okay. Wow. Okay, so
I just drank the Zoigelhaus.
Same. After taking a break from it, definitely getting more of the initial flavors that I got from the Weihenstephan. Definitely.
It builds as you drink it.
Yes. No, for sure.
It's a very similar beer, but it's definitely hoppier.
Oh, for sure.
Let's switch it up and see what this one does.
Yes.
Cheers. Cheers. Oops.
No,
that was bullshit.
Cheers. There we go. A little clink. Oh my god. Oh my god. Blows it out of the water. I mean, like...
It's a little early to call it, but...
As far as flavor, I'm just saying, I mean, like, and the honey...
No, I agree with you. I was just saying...
The honey flavor, now that you mention it, especially when you're comparing the two, holy shit, this seriously has, like, a diluted honey flavor. Like...
it's not strong. Like, there's a lot of breadiness, but in that... I mean, there's so much malt in here, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna get some of that sweetness, but yeah, it is literally like a honey flavor.
That's great. And then, do you see what I was saying about how this has streams of bubbles and this one doesn't?
Oh yeah, the Germans don't fuck around with carbonation. No. They like a carbonated beverage.
Yeah, it's incredibly carbonated. Yeah,
which I mean, it makes it harder to like chug heaps of them. Well, for us mere mortals, the Germans don't seem to have a problem, but.
Man,
it does give it a nice like zestiness to it, right?
For sure. I mean, when they said spicy hops, I was like, what the fuck? But no, you can almost tell, like, it does have like a, not spicy like hot, obviously, but like that spice flavor, like a herbal.
Well, that is the German hops don't really have these citrusy notes that we're so accustomed to in the northwest of the United States.
Yeah.
They've got, that's why they say like spicy hops. They got like a bit of a bite to them.
No, totally.
You know?
Wow. I mean, like, I'm just blown away by how different they are side by, and that's why I love doing this. I've said this so many times, but I love the side by side because you can tell, like, immediately.
Holy fuck, that is good though.
It's so good, and there's nothing wrong with the Zoigelhaus. I mean, it is good beer, but holy shit, these guys have been doing it for almost 1,000 years, and they know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah,
like, that is really, really good. Like, oh my god. Yeah. Goddamn.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's like there's no harshness to the flavors. Everything's, right, from that lagering process, everything's mellowed out. And you just get this well-balanced...
deliciousness.
Yeah. You get some breadiness there. And just that little bit, it's not strong. Like, you have to think about it to pick it out. But that little bit of, like, a honey flavor in there.
Yeah. No, seriously though, when you think about it, it is so noticeable. Right? I mean, like, that is exactly what it tastes like.
But like in a good way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it's not assertive. None of the flavors are assertive. It's just so rich.
Rich is the only word. Yeah, it's, oh my god. And I say this every time, but that would go so well with like a meal. Like that would be like so complimentary to like a good meal.
Oh, like a half chicken.
Oh yeah,
or a Schweinshaxe.
And whatever that is. Yes,
a Schweinshaxe is that leg part of the pig. They just take that whole thing
and they just Just fry it. It's not fry it.
No. It's a very...
Fry it! No.
I don't know how they do it exactly. It's very complicated, but they get it to the point where the meat is like, you don't even need to use it as finger food to get everything off the bone, because it'll just fall right off. But there's like a crust on the outside. Like proper Bavarian Schweinshaxe.
That sounds amazing.
Is incredible.
My mouth's watering.
And it's like a big hunk of meat, and it's usually served with these potato dumplings called Kartoffelknödel. You'll get like 3 of them, and then you'll get like a big pile of some form of cabbage or something to go with it. And yeah, a proper Schweinshaxe should be work. Like, it should be hard to finish that meal.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, if you go to Germany, Americans are not the only ones doing excessive meal sizes.
Especially when it comes to pork.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're definitely people of the pig. They also have like wild boar just all over the goddamn place, which is cool because there's like times a year. It's not just wild boar. You can also get like deer and elk, but like in traditional German restaurants, so often you can get like some form of wild boar.
Hell yeah,
it's pretty cool.
No, that's fucking great. Oh my God.
You know what? I was going back to the Zoigelhaus right there.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's good.
You know what it tastes like to me?
Huh.
A compromise.
It certainly does.
They didn't go balls out fucking Helles.
They did.
They're like, yeah, let's balance it with the hops a little bit. Let's make it crisp. And it's like, no, you need to go hard.
You fools.
You need to go hard as fuck on the malt.
Yeah. No, for real, because that's what. Yeah, I'm sure that's what's bringing that flavor through on that.
Oh yeah, I mean the grain bill on that's got to be
just
insane compared to like a Budweiser.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Budweiser. I mean, like this is but I mean, again, it's good. There's nothing wrong with it. But when you compare it,
I really like this.
It's good. But when you compare it back to back, I mean, there's no comparison. I mean, it is.
Yeah. No, I mean. We're supposed to drink these before we make our final assumptions, but I don't think there's any. There's no denying it. It's just right away. This
almost has like a Widmer like Hefeweizen kind of flavor to it. The more that I drink it, a little bit, as opposed to like the Helles. Like I mean that's a unique. Other than the Paulaner is that a Helles? Is that a what Paulaner?
Well, the one we were drinking was a Festbier.
Okay,
it's different. It was a festival beer specifically for Oktoberfest. Okay. But yeah, they do a Helles as well.
Okay. Because I'm telling you, Paulaner. I mean, like that. I would be interested to do this versus Paulaner because they come in the exact same cans too, like size. I mean, but yeah, I mean, like the flavor profile is so different. It's hard to even like compare them, honestly. But they're both good. So
no, I mean, like really, they are both good. Like if you're in Portland, and you're looking for something that isn't an IPA, the Zoigelhaus is definitely it's a solid beer. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Oh wait, do I have more?
There you go. Oh man, that's like Christmas.
Like Christmas in July. I forgot about that. I forgot about that last little tidbit.
Christmas
it's like the extra fry at the bottom of the fast food bag.
And it's always so big. It's always a big fuck off fry. Yeah. It's just like, how did I miss you?
It's just proper.
Yeah. Just do a line.
Snort lines of beer foam.
Doing a bump of fucking Helles. God.
But you know what? It's the lack of hoppiness that makes this so drinkable, I think.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm sure that's a big factor in it. I mean, it's just, yeah, no, that's got to be it.
Like, how long can we just jerk these guys off? The Weihenstephan.
I mean,
that's what it is, right?
It's edging.
Yeah, Weihenstephan.
Edging is the key. You gotta.
Oh yeah, I mean, but these guys are so fucking good.
No, they really are.
Oh man.
And again, they've been doing it for almost 1,000 years. They better be. You know, like
right?
Fuck, yeah. But no, it is amazing.
Holy fuck.
Amazing.
Holy fuck, bud.
It's like, that's literally like you drink that and you're like, oh, so this is beer. Like, you know, like literally.
This is like becoming an atheist after you've been brought up in an Orthodox Catholic household.
No, for real.
Like, oh, wait a minute, this is to the truth.
Yeah.
I've found enlightenment.
Whoa, yeah. No,
this is what beer is supposed to taste like.
No, for real. It's, oh, God. And again, I mean, like, constant bubble. Let me see if the camera can pick that up. Constant fucking, oh yeah, totally. Constant bubbles in this one. Nothing really going on in this one. Still retaining a good head, but like the difference in the carbonation is just fucking crazy.
Well, like if you look at mine, the head retention is definitely siding with the German beer.
Yeah,
and that probably goes to the fat amount of grains that's gone into this thing, because it must be quite a bit.
Oh yeah, no.
I mean, it is just, that is rich.
It's amazing.
That is rich.
Fantastic.
I will say this, like, if you're a total bitch, this beer might kick your ass. I don't know if you can handle it. If you were a total bitch,
yeah. I mean, if
you didn't really like beer,
if you're like a White Claw type.
Oh yeah, if you're like the White Claw, or just like, give me the silver bullet.
Yeah.
Just that kind of beer drinker, this might be too much for you.
It's like that Mr.
It might be
Pickles.
overwhelming.
The beer water. Fucking, this is not beer water, this is beer. Yeah. That's amazing. And
this
again,
is old thick.
For how light in color it is.
If this is old thick, this is old thick heavy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's just so good.
But it's complete. Yeah, it's completely clear. But
you can literally see your fingerprint through it. I mean, like, you can make out individual lines on your finger.
Just how clear that beer is.
It's
that is
crystal
ridiculous.
Fucking clear. Yeah, that's amazing.
Oh, and then you drink it and you're like, whoa, like, that is so rich.
Yeah, how did you get that much flavor in that clear of a fucking...
It's just good German barley malt. And just all pale barley malt, for that matter.
Good God, that's so good. Yeah. Delicious.
That's just pornographic.
It really is.
I'm cranking one out to that tonight.
Look at the head.
The head just maintains.
It's just, yeah. I want to drink this first so I can finish with that.
I didn't think of that. Oops.
Yeah, because I'm like trying to. It's that whole. Like,
you always do that, and I never think about that.
Pleasure. Yeah. You gotta. Prioritize.
We are basically edging with this beer.
Basically. That's the best.
So you don't want to finish too soon.
No, God, no.
It's not going to feel as good.
No, absolutely not. Good Lord.
Again, I still want to emphasize, Zoigelhaus did a very good job. This is a great beer.
No, I'm not talking shit at all. Compared to any other, like, not any other beer, but compared to most other beers, very flavorful, I mean, fantastic. But when you compare it to this.
This is like the Muhammad Ali of lagers.
Yeah, and this is like the Conor McGregor. No.
Like, he was good.
He was good.
Then,
you know, he doesn't have as good of a head. No.
Right, because he's been punched in the head so many times. I see what you did there.
That's what I meant.
There's a lot of depth in that joke.
Yeah. Staatsbrouwerij.
Staatsbrouwerij.
Staatsbrouwerij. I wish that they had like a little description on theirs. Portland is so on top of the, like, just...
Yeah, no, these guys are just like, we don't need to describe it. Yeah. You know what the fuck is up.
You know what's good.
Yeah.
No, for real. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say. It's fucking amazing. Yeah. It's so good.
No, this is a good episode. It's like both of these are great, but
there's no arguing. Yeah. Oh, Germany.
This is like a Toyota GT86. Mm-hmm. If you're familiar with that one. This is a Porsche 911. Right? Like, that's the difference. Like, this is great.
But
it's really good.
But it's
not this good.
No, for real.
It just is not as good as the Weihenstephan.
There's nothing like an oil-cooled engine. You know, I mean that 14 quarts
of modern ones are all.
Yeah. No, I would hope so. I would hope that they stop doing that. Yeah. Good God.
Oh man.
That one's done. Now I just get to savor
There you go.
the deliciousness.
How far in are we anyway? 50 minutes in.
Yeah, no, it's about on track.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're basically... Do we have anything more to say?
I mean, at this point...
We'll let it run for like another 5 minutes.
I'll see if we
We'll
can
just-
play it again.
I mean, we've kind of been wrapping it up for the past almost 20 minutes now. Past 18 minutes.
We'll have to do like a definitive, like, this is the winner type thing just to finish it off, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, we'll finish it strong and describe these beers.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what? This is a good beer. Let's not get away. I mean, we keep mentioning it, but let's not get away from how good that Zoigelhaus really is.
It is fantastic.
This is a really good beer.
No, it's
a
great.
really good beer.
It's just it's like comparing a good thing to an amazing thing. I mean, a great thing to an amazing
This
thing.
is a
It's
top 10 heavyweight contender.
Oh, for sure.
The Weihenstephaner is the champion.
It's the champ.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But here's the thing. There's a whole bunch of really good fucking Helles in Germany.
Oh, yeah.
A whole bunch of different breweries.
I'm sure.
These guys just happen to export as well.
Okay.
So, who knows? Among the German breweries,
Oh, yeah.
who's the king of the Helles?
If we're still doing this and we go to Germany, we're definitely going to
dude, I'm bringing the fucking computer,
for
yeah.
sure, yeah.
I'm bringing all that shit.
Absolutely. Just get a case of them. Just like, we're going to drink until we can't talk anymore. Just like...
Oh yeah, no. If we make it over there again, we're doing like a Germany tour, top beer,
Fuck yeah.
season.
Top beer, Germany.
Yeah.
Fucking, that would be so great. Hell yeah. Oh, God.
Spelled the German way because it's how it fucking should be spelled.
And we're in fucking Germany, motherfucker.
That's how we'll do the intro.
Yeah.
The phrase always
there you go.
top beer, spelled the German way for copyright reason. When we're in Germany, it's top beer because spelled the German way because that's the fucking way God intended it.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that would be great because this, who knows if it can hold a candle to all the other ones.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably is like it's the oldest one with, you know, a proper recorded history and all that. So it probably can, but there's so many good options. I would love to drink this against Augustina.
Yeah. No, I'm sure that would be...
Oh, fuck. That's
just close. Yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I just think it's so funny that I, like, mentioned this today, and you were like, oh, I found it.
Yeah, I was at John's, I was looking through, and I was looking for quite a while. It was like 10 minutes I was looking through, like, looking for a Helles. I was finding, like, Münchener Lager, and it's like, alright, that's basically a Helles, maybe we go with that one. And then hidden off in the corner was this shit, and I pick it up. And it's like, that's the fucking beer Michael was on about.
Light blue can, oldest brewery in the world. Yep, that's it. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
They're just coming at you with that big dick energy. It's the 1040 motherfucker, that's right.
Oh, yeah. No, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that is seriously just hanging dong. Yeah, no, it's fucking wild. Good God. Beer.
Alright, so I polished off my Zoigelhaus.
Yeah, we're on the same page.
Which I insist on pronouncing the German way.
Zoigelhaus.
Zoigel. So the Z is not a Z. It's got like a bit of zest to it. It's Zoigelhaus.
Zoigelhaus.
There you go. Perfect.
Hey.
Perfection.
I'm good with accents.
So yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. How far in are we? 54 minutes. Perfect. Okay. Well, let's just wrap this up. You want to start?
So, yes, I think that I agree with you fully. The Zoigelhaus, fantastic. Really, really good beer. But, when it comes down to it, if I had to choose, I gotta go with the, what is it?
Weihenstephan.
Because, holy shit, like the flavor... Thank you very much. The flavor profile, I mean, everything, the drinkability, and it's just, I mean, it's just better. I mean, like, and not to say this is a bad beer. It's fantastic. But the Weihenstephan, I mean, it's just,
it takes the cake.
It takes the cake. I mean, it's fantastic. And I feel like you might be on the same page with that.
We've been on the same page since we first started drinking. Yeah, I mean,
it's just so good.
Yeah, it's, the Zoigelhaus is great, but fuck, you can't beat the classic, evidently.
I mean, yeah.
Because it's just, here, I need another sip.
It's just a step above, for sure. And again, they have like an 800-year head start. I mean, so it's like you can't really. Yeah. But
it's just so rich.
Yeah.
But so well rounded at the same time. Yeah. I mean, fuck.
I mean, what is that, like 20 generations of people? That's like
just brewing the ever living fuck out of beer.
They're just let's just incrementally improve this over 1,000 years.
No, so if you live in a hipster city, right? I think any big city's got like enough hipsters that they'd have a cool bottle shop.
Yeah,
like John's Marketplace.
Definitely.
If you live in a big city and you want to experience true beer, I fucking go to the most pretentious bottle shop you can find and just grab yourself some Weihenstephaner Helles. And then, wear the white pants because, you're gonna come a lot. Yeah, it is so fucking good. And if if your opinion of beer is just American beer, and you know what, the craft beer we do here, pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yep.
There is some really good craft beer here.
It's solid.
But it's like times like this, you realize, no, these motherfuckers, not just the Germans, also like the English and the Irish, when it comes to different beer styles,
they know what they're doing.
It's hard to compete with the old European beer styles. I mean, these motherfuckers, they got it down.
That pretty much sums it up. I mean, I gotta say, the
Weihenstephaner.
Weihenstephaner.
Enough said.
Took it.
All right. Well, until next time.